the maps, I give that edge to GODSENT.
And so do the 1xBet odds. GODSENT look to be the favourites here, as we were saying coming into the day. But as you were also saying, TeamOne have certainly given us something to think about with how they've performed so far in this series. It is Inferno, which will be our decider. And GODSENT have come into this with 3 sets of utility. XNS has come into this, continuing his form from Nuke, though. He's already got the opening kill of our 3rd and final map.
First blood drawn. XNS has been just unbelievable, really. I mean, he's hit strides and peaks that we've never really seen from him. So cool to see XNS just popping off to this level. It wasn't enough to get TeamOne the win, though, on Nuke, even though it looked like it was going to be. Possibly over time, but a good start to this pistol. 2 kills already picked up for TeamOne. The bomb is running through Archway. Oh my god, they pushed down mid. Dumao gets all this info, and now they've realized it's B, and Dumao's peeking up like a jack in the box, but this one's got a gun.
Bomb has been planted.
Phelps sitting up close. We'll hear these steps. There's a flash at the ready. Phelps flashed in. It doesn't blind the players enough, but they're going to try and double up on Banana and force these fights. Taco taking nade damage, but Phelps has been run over. And Taco, I think, is about to be in the same scenario. Morbs gets the final frag, and TeamOne take back the B-bomb site and take the round. But Dinko, GODSENT, got a bomb plant. This has got to be a force buy. If they save here, I don't even know. They force it every time. They've got to do it. Come.
Yeah,
Here come the
GODSENT
AKs.
force buy.
Let's do it. Taco, drop someone an AK, I believe.
Oh,
Oh no, he's getting a Galil.
Galil. He's going to play with it himself. Galil's out for the GODSENT squad. Not too bad. Over for TeamOne. We'll see an M4 out for PRT. MP9s and FAMAS right now for XNS. For GODSENT, they are in a scenario where they are very capable of winning these force buys. You've seen it so far in this series. And TeamOne have to be aware of that. They do not want to enter this war of attrition yet again at the beginning of another round, but Morbs has taken a lot of damage. He's down to 9 HP at the beginning of this.
Phelps sitting up close in that smoke. Rotate has come into this A-bomb site for TeamOne. He still wants to see if he can get one of those early kills. We had our lovely stat earlier from Elliot pointing out how good Phelps has been in some of those opening duels to get his team into those rounds. Not given the chance this time. Flash into Banana. With that presence being put on this position, TeamOne have had to rotate a second player back. But GODSENT are still leaving their options wide open here with just under a minute remaining.
Yeah, this stack for T1, or just the 3-man setup of the A site, it should be enough to cause a few problems for GODSENT. They're going to run right into Maluk, and this MP9 close range might just melt through, but he's actually been spotted, so he has to rely on Morbs, and he'll step up with a double kill. Maluk on the lineup too. That's brilliant from T1. The MP9 Morbs at that range, I wasn't expecting it to be so successful, but it is. I thought it was going to be enough of a distraction maybe to pull away, and maybe Maluk is the player to step up, but Morbs, just look at this range, just shutting everybody down like it's a rifle. I heard Scrawny, I don't know if it was publicly or privately, but someone was buying it for FAMAS, and he said, he made a good point. He's like, if you're just going to buy it for FAMAS, what's the point? Just buy an MP9. I thought it's actually a pretty good point, because actually the MP9 is better. How do you get more money off of it?
Nah, I mean, the MP9 is good, and it is better in some scenarios, but at range, the FAMAS is pretty solid.
True. Depends, but yeah, it's all situational, positional, I suppose.
I can see where he's coming from, though. There are a lot of scenarios where the MP9 can be better, and we're already seeing some of those here on Banana. Only up against the Glocks and the 1D, but they will take these kills all day.
Ooh, Morbs running down middle. It does find Phelps looking the wrong way, and Dumao is left alone here with just a Glock in his lonesome hands. And he's gone. Money for Morbs. 4K in the round as well. 8 and 0. Morbs is off to a brilliant start. You have to remember, on Inferno the other day, he went with 0 kills through the entire first half. So Morbs getting 8 kills in the first 3 rounds, that's a big turnaround.
That's always good to see. Won't be having any of those similar issues. And he did definitely step it up once he started getting those kills on Inferno, so we're not too surprised to see him starting strong. Smoke into top banana early. As well as a shallow molly there put down by GODSENT, I think, to disrupt that smoke. The top banana smoke should help them get banana control too. They heard Pesadillo spamming into it, but they will be able to take all that map control, and they haven't had to use massive utility to take banana there.
And it's pretty good start of the round here for GODSENT. Immediately, TeamOne are still recessive on the bomb site hold. They're actually going to go for that new box boost right at the beginning of the round. So banana control will be GODSENT's. And there's not really too much utility available for TeamOne to retake banana either. So GODSENT are just going to have to play towards A. And right now, 2 players over here in defense for TeamOne. They've rotated an extra way to B because they don't have that banana control. They're worried about B mainly. And so if they go A, there would be a weakness here for TeamOne, but luckily it looks like they've made the right call on the rotations. Here come GODSENT, shaping up for a B hit. I hope the Pesadillo sticks around a little longer. He started to rotate off, but here comes the play into the B site. Maluk is at the ready for the first pick.
Ooh, flash, but he still hits the shot onto Lato. Morbs is staying in this boosted position. They're taking their time on the GODSENT side here to move into the B-bomb site, but Morbs finally gets his chance, and he hasn't missed so far. 9-0, make that 10. Morbs still going, but he's alone on the bomb site. They're closing in, but Morbs gets one more before Taco finally trades. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
He's got to get that bomb. He will get it down just in time. Wait, no, he won't.
What? Oh, no. Taco fakes the bomb plant, thought he could win it 1 versus 2. They were nowhere near him. He doesn't know that. Comes off the bomb. Not enough time to go back for the plant. A little unfortunate there for Taco. Sometimes you get in your own head. TeamOne though, 4-0. That's a frustrating round for GODSENT. But TeamOne will not complain about it. Initially a good hold here from Morbs. Just really doing everything you could have asked for him. Taco, it's heartbreaking because he does so well to get himself into that situation.
Luke having a look at second mid. No opportunities early in this round, though. At least the rest of the GODSENT players can buy around Taco, who had to awkwardly save that AK at the end of the previous round. All of them moving into top mid. There are players here, though. PRT struggling, but he finally gets that kill and does good damage onto a second man.
XNS playing from balcony. He's been up here a lot so far in this half, and he's going to try and get something out of it. And we'll start to get the kills now, dropping down. Probably should have been able to pick up Barton on low HP. Gets the second shot. Nicely done, but Morbs comes in to sweep it up. And that's going to be 5-0 now for TeamOne. Off to a good start here, Hawker. First tactical timeout coming in for GODSENT.
They've been forced into it, and they've been put on the back foot so far. Trying some of their faster plays in that round, a bit of faster aggression, grouped up into top mid. They still get countered early, and that is something that I think is quite nice for TeamOne on Inferno, is that because it's quite a segmented map, you can just spot out these early aggressions from GODSENT a bit sooner in towards top mid and then just drop back. And it just gives the game away sometimes if GODSENT are going to try these fast plays. I don't think you can mask them as well here on Inferno. Dumao didn't die first in any of the 30 rounds on Nuke, despite getting 5 opening kills. Always good to have that sort of impact. GODSENT have made up their mind that they do want to go for the force buy here into round 6. Taco having to go down to a dig, but the utility's not too bad for them. They're still searching for that first round win, though.
Yeah, they've come real close. They're coming close in enough.
Oh my God,
Phelps. Okay. This is a decent position for the BN. He's just gonna stand and smoke. Oh no, what? That's on his head.
Oh, what?
I have no idea.
You have to get that kill.
Oh, that I'm so confused. I'm utterly confused right now.
Oh, GODSENT's day, is it?
It really looked like it was on his head, though.
I think his head might have turned just as
Yeah, I
like the
mean,
opponent might have turned his head.
yeah, if I'm
not sure.
Phelps, that was on his F&F, man. You know? Oh, that's so unlucky for Phelps. I mean, he got himself into a really strange spot and should have come out with something with it, but yeah, Phelps just unable to pick it up. And GODSENT, that should have been a big scenario for them, a big chance in the round, but in the end, it's nothing. And with 45 seconds left, they're starting to come up banana. 2 players waiting at the back of the site here for TeamOne. Right now, it's Pesadello. Alongside him is Molds. As they hold the back of the bomb site, utility starts to come through. And GODSENT looking to try and take only defenders here. Rotation is starting to come over as well. That bomb... I love it. I love the attempt. It's actually really worked out. Oh my god, Tamao. He's just taken down both B players. Now that B side completely up for grabs. Bomb's going to go in. And GODSENT have a 3 versus 3. That is just genius right there.
That's so cool. You fake the plant in the smoke, they spam the smoke, and then you just peek above while they're too busy trying to deny that plant that's not even happening. Still a 3v3 though. They need a bit more. PRT jumps round, and there are 2 players ready for those frags. Easy pickings for GODSENT, and despite all of that kerfuffle at the start of the round, they will finally get their first round win.
Yeah, such a cool round out of GODSENT, because it really did look like TeamOne had just won it. They had just done everything they needed to do. You know, things that should have went GODSENT's way didn't, and that should have been the end of the story in round 6. But in the end of the day, GODSENT with a really cool little gimmick, you know, pulling not only the attention away, but giving away the position of the 2 defenders on B.
And that is, oh, here we go.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, literally in the Matrix, man. Just dodged it.
So sick. Oh dear.
Poor
and then
Phelps.
Phelps was confused. He was like, didn't I kill that guy? No, I guess not.
What?
Yeah, but TeamOne, they're going to have to wave goodbye to that economy. That's why GODSENT love their force buy games. Once they finally get that 1-round win, they break you. And they put the TeamOne players back down to a bad buy. Maluk still has the AWP, though, and he's going to have to take a close-range fight.
What is he doing? How is he got away with that? Double no-scope from Maluk. He's wielding the AWP like it's a shotgun. And Taco now trying to get involved. He's up on top of the barrels at Card, trying to make something happen. Pesadella's Deagle's got 1, and PRT is still over here right now as well. He could cause a few more problems. He gets 1 more headshot. It's all on Barton. Flank coming in through Banana as well. Barton has no avenue of escape. He's spotted out the only player there. Luckily, XNS will stay alive. Barton realizes, well, I'm not running back there. I'm going to smoke off B. I have a 1 versus 1 fight no matter where I decide to go. If I go back down Banana, there's a player waiting for me. If I go into B, there's 1 there as well. Barton has a minute to figure out what he wants to do here. Split up in the 1 versus 1. So this is the best case scenario for Barton to win the round.
Oh, is he ready for this angle, though? PRT,
this is ridiculous.
High angle, but he can't hit the shot, and now Barton gets the chance for the frag and a chance for the free bomb plant. Is he aware it's free? It looks like he is. Oh, careful. Hasn't been spotted by XNS.
Yeah, TeamOne splitting up in the 1v1s that really give him the chance. And now Barton in the middle of the site. XNS has no kit nor utility, and he will be found. Barton wins the round for GODSENT. Not a clean round, though. These rounds are unbelievable, really. You're looking at that round, again, that looked like one TeamOne should have had, but GODSENT barely slew their way through it. What is this, though? What is this from Maluk? He's just... That's not an opening position that you usually see. Sorry, let me just rephrase it. That's not an opening position.
I don't know why Taco's getting flash assists on his teammates either. Those flash assists are always strange, though, with the way they work, so I won't say anything too negative. Sometimes they are just complete rubbish.
Yeah, that's true.
Nades into top banana. TeamOne forced away. Barton's just got a wallbang kill. Over towards the apartments.
What?
Ooh.
Okay. Now just committed around the half wall alone. Again, there's not too much here in this round for TeamOne. The thing is, those 2 rounds that we just seen, you know, the GODSENT 3v5 recovery, that 1v3 situation for Barton in the last round, these are scenarios that will actually prevent TeamOne from going ahead and taking maybe an 8-round lead at the beginning of this game. And that might keep GODSENT in this. It might get them a grand final spot, because this really helps them settle into this T side, let's be real, hasn't been great from them so far. So those are the kind of moments in Counter-Strike where just a slither of a round goes your way and it just changes the entire outcome of the game. And GODSENT are in this T side. It may not be pretty at how they got here, but all that matters is they're here in this position.
Yeah, that's all that really matters. The outcome of the round scoreline. As long as you can keep getting those round wins, you're all good to go.
Yeah, and in this round for TeamOne, they don't have an AWP, right? They don't have Maluk on the AWP. Could have went for Mike 7, probably would have been fine, sim scenario, but it's going to be mid-aggression instead. PRT's pushed all the way down with the AUG, and actually this T-Stars fight, oh, it's risky, but it's going to work out for one kill. See, the thing is about the AUG, it's not good in those kind of scenarios where you're just trying to get rapid shots off. It doesn't have that fast fire rate, and that's a great read out of Demau. The double nade stack with him and Lato gets the kill, and Lato finds XNS as well. This CT started getting picked apart in this round.
Yeah, they're just dying all across the map. Pesadelo's in an okay spot, but Martin is ready for him. GODSENT have completely turned this round. They've started to show up individually, which wasn't really happening enough in those first 5 rounds. But now they've won 4 in a row, and Taco's back to his trusty Mac 10.
I want to see a timeout out of TeamOne before this gun round, because right now I feel like they've given themselves a massive chance with the start that they had 5-0 up, but it's all gone away. They've lost control of that game, and I think they're starting to make some uncharacteristic mistakes. I think they need a little pause just to give themselves a system, put themselves back on the right track, because it's very easy to lose control. And some of the rounds out of TeamOne haven't really made a lot of sense on the CT side. Some of the aggression hasn't been that great from them, but they're certainly still in this first half. They just have to try and stay focused and on the right track.
Flank through mid could be quick here. Maluk is already close by. Someone has to watch for this, and Demau will come back and clear him out of his aggression. And now GODSENT realized TeamOne had all the information with that push down mid, so they'd rather not commit into B. Oh, Taco, come on, man. What was that all about?
Well, he's hungry, man.
Chicken.
He's had a little bit of Kentucky fried chicken, man.
Before Dinker, you definitely don't want to eat that after you've shot it. Maybe there are some bits that'll be all right, but it explodes.
Yeah. Well,
you know,
just pick the bullet out. It's fine.
Guess so.
Keep the roadkill.
Oh.
Oh. Molbs with a nice
Feeling
peek. And yeah, Molbs he's hit the DM after yesterday's performance. 14-5. The rest of his team aren't even on the server right now. And it's going to be best
the DM on Inferno.
Yeah, specifically just DM Inferno. You type that in the community server. Molbs getting up through the smoke, does get caught by Taco, and yeah, GODSENT have really recovered this. And I think it's great to see that mental fortitude, because I feel like Phelps is the kind of player that, when you look at his player cam, he doesn't really ever seem to get tilted, which is really cool, because I would have been tilted if I was Phelps and Banana earlier on, because that really did not go his way. But you see GODSENT just get right back into it, and they just keep believing in the system that they have in place, which is buy, push, buy, and push. And I love it because it's just so good from GODSENT. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, they definitely have a distinct style of play, and they like to stick to it, which I think is pretty important, having that identity as a team. I would say that Fury are an example of a team who just kind of lost that identity for a while and just didn't have that same aggression, and they just kind of play a worse style of a lot of other teams now, at times it feels. I think they're finally getting back to it now, but for a long time they were having their struggles, so yeah, important to have that squad.
But if you also have a unique identity in terms of your play style, people are going to figure that out. And you will always have that period where you're going to have to try and evolve. And I think Fury obviously had that initial breakout onto the scene. Everybody said, oh, these guys, they're really cool, they're really talented, but this playstyle is going to get figured out in a month or two, and they're going to be irrelevant. They did have that little drop-off, but they came back, right? They came back and got back to the same level, if not, well, they did get higher. You know, that level was even better. So I feel like if you have a playstyle like Fury, there is going to be times where people will adapt to you, they will figure you out, and it's always about pushing the boundaries again and again, and that's hard to do, but Fury have shown they can do it before.
Ooh, jiggle peek round the corner. Maluk almost had the chance to pull the trigger. GODSENT want to go back, but Morb's just pushed all the way down Banana. They're going to try and run him down. He hasn't got the info early, but he may call for the rotate anyway, as they realize it is going to be that B-sided play.
Yeah, he's calling for that rotation over to try and help him out. Maluk's got some flashes, he's going to throw them on in. He's actually going to cross it over. His decision making with his AWP has been quite wild. He's been putting himself in a lot of difficult spots with that AWP, and Taco and Phelps are cleaning up house now. There's no CT smoke. They're just taking fights.
I honestly think that's what Maluk was just so shocked by. He was assuming
Why
that'd be
is
a
there no
CT
smoke?
smoke so that he could throw the flash for his teammate.
Yeah, he's like, nah, I'll throw this flash right at... Wait, there's no smoke.
Yeah. It's literally just your first instinct there as the rotator. You're just so used to throwing that flash. Nice shot from Phelps. He just got that kill in the flash.
Yeah, Phelps is just... Even these little headshots, just that vertical adjustment, he's still getting the headshot. His aim is just so good. But here are some of the displays of skill from Phelps in this round. Just clearing out the site, laser focus. And nice little flick out for the headshot there as well. 6-5 for GODSENT. They're into the lead after 5-0 for TeamOne. They had a flawless beginning to this game, and 6 rounds in a row have gone GODSENT's way. TeamOne have gone off the face of the earth, and they've got to try and get their way back somehow. Need one of those SpaceX rockets to land again.
They don't always land again, though.
No, they don't always land again.
Hopefully,
But
you don't get one of the malfunctions.
as the old president of the United States said, Elon Musk, he likes rockets.
Nice. Oops. Getting into the smokes. Trying to be sneaky. Taco always buys a Mac 10 in these rounds. He just smells that his opponents have pistols, and he's like, Mac 10 time. I want some money. But it hasn't worked this time. He got shut down early. GODSENT just taking that banana control before backing away. Right now, TeamOne have taken that gamble towards B, which may not be effective for them. PRT sitting in pit alone.
It's got that beautiful blue Deeg. Let's see if he can get some kills with it. Looks like the archway smoke's going to come in. Library, the long wrap. PRT is in trouble. Chuckles to himself because he's in danger. And here comes utility. Molotov forced him into the open. PRT, yeah, he's not really getting too much here. He will go down. Maluk elsewhere has actually found a headshot. He's got it over here quickly, and that's the bomb. He's dropped the bomb on the other side of the smoke at Moto, and this smoke's not much better. Phelps is actually going to snatch it, though. Line up from Maluk. He's trying to spray down with the AK. Come out with one. How does he not get the bomb? How does Lato go down? How does Phelps stay alive is more importantly the question. And now Batten with the huge 3K. Barton is just insane with this right now. 12-5. He's had so many of those moments.
Man, these rounds are so stressful. Here's Barton. Oh, good adjustments onto all those players. They just all appear on his screen one by one, and he's quickly able to get them out of there.
Out.
Yeah.
That's a little worrying.
I like timeouts because we get our fun facts. Go ahead and read it for us, Dinko.
Fair fighters, there were only 5 flash assists on map 2, and GODSENT dropped 4 of them.
There you go. Flash assists, I think, will be probably more important on Inferno. You do get them on Nuke sometimes with those plays into the A site, for example, but especially for the CTs, it can be pretty difficult to get those flash assists on Nuke in the same way that you can on Inferno. The rotator oftentimes will be just throwing flashes over to B and A on this map, so we'll see if that can come through for Team1. They need it right now. They haven't won a round in a long time. Phelps is burning! Between 2 mollies, nowhere to go.
Yeah, it just gets absolutely burnt to a crisp. His teammates are going to come up banana when it's not on fire, which is probably the better idea. And now they're going to try and get around the other side of the half wall. Smoke's coming through, bomb drop back, and Taco at the front of the charts. Okay, Mobs, he is feeling it. Another kill onto Taco, and so a 2-man advantage for Team1. Is this finally the end of the streak? The timeout? Who knew? And it's worked out so far.
Grouping up at top banana on the GODSENT side. limited utility remaining for them. I just see smoke right now.
Yeah. Are the CTs today going to get proactive, though? Is another question, because GODSENT could, in theory, run back right now, but we'll see if they commit into this B-sided play. I feel like they desperately want to kill, and no one's giving them a single chance. So 33 seconds, absolutely no information towards A, no control there. It's going to be this play into the B side. Molotov at the ready, counter utility at the ready here for TeamOne. GODSENT are not going to have a pretty time of things as they hit this site. This is going to be a real mess.
Yeah, the lack of CT smoke will be brutal for them. Even though they got that kill, the players on the bomb site have easy pickings because GODSENT were looking in towards CT. TeamOne finally back to winning ways. It's been a long time coming for them. They've got their 6th round win across the line. They've dragged that through. And now on the GODSENT side, we see the AWP out for Dumao ahead of this round. TeamOne would love 1 or 2 more rounds here at the half, but Inferno is such a balanced map nowadays that we're already in a scenario where both teams have got sort of the minimum rounds I think they would need. But you obviously like to go into the half with the advantage. Maluk missing the early opportunity. Dumao not even getting an early opportunity. The utility has denied him, but GODSENT already grouping into top mid. They need a good flash if they want to go through this.
Yeah, they really do, and there it is. Maluk gets blinded. They've got this double setup, and that's going to be the peek out for PRT. Oh, actually, they've reversed it. So usually the ult would bid out for PRT, but he does the opposite. PRT takes the attention. The ult from Maluk follows up with a kill, and now they've got a 2-man advantage. TeamOne, look at the scoreline. Right now, Taco and Barton trying to recover the round. Barton has been involved in a lot of recoveries. I think this one might just be a little too difficult because TeamOne are back into this mentally, I feel. You know, they're a really solid team. We talk about their ability to stay focused, and I was hoping that timeout would have come out a little earlier because I definitely think they have a huge advantage when it comes to those timeouts. I think they get right back in the frame of mind. They need to be reset on the right path. And as soon as they call that timeout, it's looking much better here for TeamOne. 7-7, likely to come in. Taco and Barton trying to move forward. Going to take some library control. Molbs is going to deny that, and XNS will get dropped, but Molbs in with another 2 for him. 19 it right now as we go into the last round of the first half. TeamOne have recovered this game, and we've got a real meal going into the second half because this is as close as you can get at Hawker. And overtime is a real possibility.
Yeah, it's still early. We're still in the first half, but it is anyone's game right here. We're expecting a close one. Someone just threw the nade at our camera. Very mean of you. Luckily, the camera didn't break this time. Nade and a molly on Banana. TeamOne trying to keep GODSENT away from this early. Ooh, Dumao jumping up. That is a slight risk when there can be players on the other side. Luke's nade just dunking onto Dumao, getting that early kill for the squad.
Oh, a good peek out from Molbs. He nearly gets the follow-up on the transfer. That would have been huge for Molbs. Luckily, he does go down. But they're about to walk into balcony. Barton has 2 players on the other side of it. Even if he takes XNS, he was not going to be expecting the second player at balcony. I don't think PRT, they don't have an idea that he's up here. But he's going to make the drop sound, and he is going to take Taco down. Good kill there, and Phelps now left in a 1v3 in the middle of the site, trying to figure out where his opponents are going to be, and Phelps just unable to get it done. 8 rounds for TeamOne at the half. We're going to take a short break, and then we're hopping right back in to the last half of this semifinal.
Am I wasting time? 'Cause I'm already gone. So long, can you stay the night? 'Cause you're the thing I want. I know you're feeling different when you're stressed out, but even with no makeup you still stand out. 'Cause no one makes me feel the way you do now. Like you do now. Wasted you night's covers. Everything came so easy. It's electricity. Electricity. Whoa. It's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity. When it's late at night, I feel you on my skin. My skin. Yeah, all that's on my mind. It's finally sinking in. You're ready. I know you're feeling different when you're stressed out. But even with no makeup, you still stand out. Cause no one makes me feel the way you do now. Like you do now. Way that you move your body, make it look like a hobby. Every time that you touch me, it's electricity. Things we discovered underneath last night's covers. Everything came so easy. It's electricity. Electricity. Oh, it's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity. The way that you move your body, make it look like a hobby. Every time that you touch me, it's electricity. Things we discovered underneath last night's covers. Everything came so easy. It's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity. You move your body.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half, the final half here of the semifinals. It's GODSENT versus TeamOne in North America. GODSENT favored at the top of your screen by the 1x bet odds, but they go into the second half behind by 1 round. They really do not want to let this one go. It was a weird half of Counter-Strike, 5 in a row from TeamOne, then GODSENT won 6 in a row or 7 in a row, and suddenly TeamOne bite back. They find a few towards the end, Hawker. And now we've got a game on our hands heading into the second.
And we've got dualies in the hands of Lato for this pistol round, which I am always excited to see. He's also got a nade, which he will be timing to try and let those dualies come through. And they already have a kill and an assist for Lato early. He's trapped at sandbag. He has one man here to assist him. Eventually, TeamOne run him down, though, and now it's all on Dumao on the hold.
Yeah, the back in new box is a decent position, but he's going to be under a lot of pressure. That smoke up did buy him a little bit of extra time. He was trying to allow that rotate over from his teammates. And Taco was just holding for the banana peak. Oh, that was his shot. That was his chance, but unable to pick it up. And now, well, TeamOne, they are just sitting back with that man advantage inside of the B site. Letting GODSENT run to them. Letting GODSENT try and find the way back in. And Taco has a smoke. He's also got that defuse kit. He's going to throw the smoke onto the bomb. He's looking for the peek into dark, and when that kick goes down at banana, they're not going to be able to recover it here. Barton has to try and take some kills, and there's 3 players swinging into him. Barton getting the lineup, gets away with 2, but TeamOne will find the pistol. 9-7 as they head into the second half in the lead, and they follow it up. Do GODSENT force by there, Hawker? That's always the question. Of course they do.
Yes. Why would you even question it, Dinko?
Do you see a lot of teams on Inferno, though, kind of refuse to force buy sometimes in the second round? Especially on that CT side, because you know you want as much utility as possible.
I think I like forcing and just not investing absolutely everything, just so that you keep that tiny bit of extra money so that you probably can get the full nades into the future. But the other issue is if you just save here, you're going to get a buy into the next round that kind of sucks.
Yeah, well, GODSENT have chosen option C, and as Vu always says, option C is the right one, apparently. But TeamOne shutting them down. Dumao, Barton, and Lato. With not much say in this one, Hawker. At least for now.
At least for now. You never know in CSGO.
That's a good line.
That corner, yeah. Been working on it. Put a lot of
4
time
years in
into
the
that.
making.
Yeah, absolutely.
They actually gathered up in the right spot, though, so this could get real messy for TeamOne. 3 players right now for GODSENT inside of the A side. Utility starting to come on through. It's going to be a nade down into the back of the site. Barton taken down, and now XNS pushing forward. Barton's got one. Bomb down on the site. Luckily, XNS is good enough to clean up the rest. So 10-7. TeamOne have reached double figures, and the 4 spot of GODSENT reaps no rewards. And because they 4 spot, well, they have not enough money in this round. So TeamOne can just go ahead and get themselves 11 rounds.
Yeah, this is where the reason I like saving just that bit of extra money in the previous is so that you can actually buy a decent amount in this one. You can maybe buy a few pistols and try and keep the damage going. But who knows, maybe the nades will be just as effective. Nade stack at the ready down mid.
Yeah, love a good T-Stars nade stack. Hasn't done anything though. Pestadello with 1 molt on the follow-up. It's clean, it's quick, it's clinical. That's what you love to see. Jamal actually steals away a little kill there towards the end. But in the end of the day, it is 11 rounds for TeamOne, and GODSENT will have their buy now. Looking at the utility, that's the most important thing to take a note at here in Inferno, and they do have plenty of it. This is an important gun round though. They lose this one. TeamOne are starting to pull away in the semi-final.
Morbs is starting to pull away on the kill count too. 25 kills for the main man on the TeamOne side.
You know what he's trying to do, Hawk? He's trying to make up 2 maps worth of Inferno in 1.
Making up for lost time. Yeah, he's definitely been impressing us. I know he got 4 kills there against the USPs, but they all count.
I love Barton's
more than
player
others.
cam so much.
Oh, that's a nice kill. Took a dink before getting a quick kill of his own. TeamOne now move back to Banana. Just making sure they have that full map control early in this round. CT still have some counter utility, so probably can't run an instant execute here, but a contact play could work. If you just throw a quick flash in, maybe you can catch them out. Oh, the smoke from Lato is well timed. He's spraying away and finally finding something, but he's out of ammo. Somehow they're not shooting at him. Finally they find him. And with that kill, access to the B-bomb site.
And with the bomb goes down, and TeamOne have got to try and recover this. They've done a lot of damage onto GODSENT. Then again, PRT is low himself, so Pestadello will have most of the work to do in this position at Banana. And GODSENT are taking their time. They know they've got a molly left, they've got 2 flashes, it's all about placing them properly. Pestadello, he's gone into CT, tries to turn away from a flash, gets caught, and so PRT now tries to cross the back of the site, but Taco, or should I say, Dumao, is able to take him away. So defuse starting to come in for GODSENT, and that'll be the round. TeamOne, their flawless second half performance has now come to an end. GODSENT will post a round on the board. Although the money is so good for TeamOne, they're able to buy up whatever they want coming into this round.
Nice work from GODSENT. TeamOne have got that AWP out into the hands of Maluk. Not every AWPer goes for it on the T side, but he is happy to pick it up in this one. 11-8. It is getting close on that scoreline, as we were expecting here on Inferno. Especially with how TeamOne have been playing today. They have been exceeding a lot of people's expectations throughout this event. They want to continue to do so here against GODSENT. They have the lead right now, but GODSENT are still showing us some good signs of life. Similar start to the round from TeamOne, taking map control on both sides, but this time they've grouped up towards A quite quickly. We may see a fast push in, trying to catch the CTs off guard.
Oh, well, Taco, Barton getting some kills, putting some damage, laying down the law here on the A site, and the law is no TeamOne players allowed on the A site, so you better abide to it. Barton's the sheriff in town, he's got himself all the kills needed, Fells backs him up as his deputy, and it's 9 rounds for GODSENT.
It looks like TeamOne are trying some different ideas here, but struggling in similar ways in these rounds. The site takes aren't fully clean. They aren't fully using their utility. That's a round where they're really just hoping the pace and the early kills can come in for them. And that means those first fights are crucial. If they get those early kills, then they can start to trade and they can start to flush out the other positions. But as soon as you lose those early fights, you just feel like you're constantly on the back foot, trying to figure out exactly where the remaining CTs are. Now in this one, TeamOne only have the pistols, but sometimes that gives you the freedom to make that crazy call that could actually work for you. This is what I do in this round, Dinko. Just get a bit crazy.
Just go a little bit loco. Well, we'll see if that's going to happen. Barton, oh. Barton is just feeding right now. He's just feeding on the flesh of TeamOne. Maluk with a Tech 9. He's going to go to the apartments right now and just try and figure out if there's any sort of chance he can get even at a kill. Recovering that bomb is relatively impossible. Recovering the bomb is not impossible, but holding on to it will be. And actually, it is even impossible. 4 kills for Barton, 24 and 11. I didn't think anybody would catch up quickly to Mobs, but Barton's done that. He's 1 kill behind.
He's helping GODSENT get themselves right back into this game. And I don't mind the Hail Mary into the top mid play with the flash. But even while Barton was blind, he was able to come through with the kills. Now it's the gun rounds that have been the issue for TeamOne. I'd like to see a round where they don't just rely on the pace. I'd like to see them try and bait out some utility with some early nades of their own and then run a late round execute. I think that's something that's been missing for TeamOne so far. But we'll see if they do have that up their sleeve here. So far, so good. Taking the early map control. And that hasn't been a problem for them so far. They've been able to gain the early ground. They've been able to take Banana. They've been able to take apps and even top mid at times. It's been the site pushes that have been unsuccessful for TeamOne. That's got to change here.
Oh, Taco in the middle of the site gets caught by XNS, who wins out that important jewel, and now they know Barton is in pit. It's all good and well knowing he's in pit, but dealing with him is the more important fact, and Pestadello does that. Barton did not have the cover. Phelps and Lato, though, get 2 kills, and Phelps' spray is really important to keep them within this round. Molbs is going to try and get the bomb safely into the middle of the site, pushing forward and getting close in behind the boxes. TeamOne have the bomb side today, and GODSENT, they've got to think about a retake.
And they've got to think if it's too lightly for them here. They've got the nades, so I think it is worth going for, especially if you can put that molly in the right place. If that can land in pit, PRT could be in trouble. That molly has now been deployed. PRT out in the open. The flash dodged well by PRT. He's still holding, but finally they find him. Dumont pushing onto the site. They're looking for this kill. He finally finds it, and he will have time to get onto the bomb. Good trades from GODSENT. This time successful on the retake as they keep on going.
Yeah, they've tied up that scoreline now. TeamOne, they had a good start coming into the second half, but it's starting to fizzle out a little bit. They still have timeouts left. I think a timeout should come through eventually. Maybe ahead of the bye, because you really got to try and get into this, especially with how much this means. This purchase is worth so much. You know, if you lose this round, this could decide the semi-final. And this could be one of the definitive factors that plays into the late game. And yeah, just running into it dry. We'll see if they have a plan in this one. Just straight up banana control, top Molotov in towards car, straight it out with some CT util, but TeamOne, they have got banana control and they haven't really taken damage up until this point.
Apologies, that was my chair. You heard that?
Yeah, I did hear it. I thought
It's a bit squeaky.
I wondered what was going on there, Hulk. I thought you just died and fallen over off your chair.
Lato boosted it above, gets that early kill, and GODSENT can actually sit and play retake if they want to here, but they also have the nades to try and deny. Oh, they're doing their best, but they can't find the kills. So close.
They were so close to transfer to 2 there. TeamOne should be down 2 more members, but GODSENT a little unlucky. At least they hold 4 players. The retake attempt is starting to come through. TeamOne just stormed their way in towards this B site. And this time is now ticking, swinging into the fight down at CT. DreamHack has come in. Barton finds the follow-up. There's a 2 versus 3 right now. CT side coming out on top of every kill. And GODSENT pull off yet another retake. Defuse coming through. Tackle. Keep the team morale up with some fist bumps. 12-11. GODSENT in the lead. 4 away from the grand final.
They just keep winning CT rounds. TeamOne can't find the answer. This time the fast play is okay for them to take the site. But again, if the CTs have utility there, they have a lot of options to be able to flush out positions. And unless you have a lot of nades of your own to deny that, you're not going to be in the best scenario. A bad omen. Phelps went 0-5 in opening duels in the first half. Well, maybe not a bad omen, because GODSENT are now back into the lead. TeamOne have taken a tactical timeout to try and figure this out. I really think we need to see a round where TeamOne just bait out that early utility, take a late round play. That's, I think, their best chance at getting into one of these rounds, because they're getting onto bomb sites, but even when they're getting onto the sites, they're never able to close. Their best chance was that 3v3 on A, but even then, GODSENT still had nades for the post plant, which made a massive difference. And credit to GODSENT for holding their nades in some of these rounds too. It's making a huge difference in some of these.
Yeah, you can see literally the sparingness of the utility usage right now is huge. Like, they just throw 1 HE bottom middle and 1 into banana, and that is it. They haven't really used too much at all. Finally, 1 Molotov into top mid, just to try and slow and dispel any potential attacks. They're throwing a smoke down into top mid now as well. Looks like TeamOne are just going to fully execute in towards A. Those smokes are up. One's going to go into Arch, and they realize that. So Barton's going to drop in behind the smokes and play from Library. He's going to start spamming through. Down in the smoke, he's done damage. He's also received too much, though. He's down to 4 HP. Lato's come over with that quick rotation from the B site to try and come and plug the hole, because they know TeamOne's attacking this A site with ferocious ability, but they had one player the whole time playing towards B, and the rotations are fully over. So GODSENT are going to have to rotate back, and it looks like they might have to face again a retake on the B side.
PLT's pretty far away with this smoke, though. It's going to take him time to get that into CT, and that's going to slow this TeamOne push, but Morbs has found the all-important frag.
Oh, he has indeed, and 4 missed shot from DreamHack has allowed Morbs a second kill. TeamOne have the bomb site. It's a safe call surely now for GODSENT. TeamOne, 12 rounds locked in. They've tied up the scoreline. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Overtime is the real possibility here between these two teams. They are in a situation where right now, these teams are inseparable. I don't think any team looks much ahead. You know, GODSENT maybe every now and then start to pull ahead a little bit, but TeamOne are constantly hitting that reply button. And this is starting to look like a real close game of Counter-Strike that is really uncallable at the moment.
The tough thing for TeamOne is they won both pistols here and got off to good starts in both halves. But the gun rounds have generally been fairly favorable for GODSENT throughout this map. And so the fact that they've brought it back to this even scoreline with some decent money left is great. That's an unreal shot from Morbs, though, just peeking into CT. There's a wide range of angles there you have to be scared of, and the one out in the open is not the one you're pre-aiming. So he has to adjust incredibly quickly, as well as counter-strafe, react to that player, even though he's got his back turned to the side. Huge impact there from Morbs with that entry onto B, and then he got that second follow-up through at 2. Let's see if GODSENT can bounce straight back into this one, because the money on both sides isn't that great. TeamOne have a good bit of money in the bank, but GODSENT don't have that same luxury. But look at this double stack. Phelps not even needing his teammate. He's got the kill outright.
Yeah, really cool setup into the apartments. And that's going to give GODSENT nice that molly's even better. It's going to burn Morbs into the open. It just burns him away. So now we're at this 12 versus 12 scoreline. But it looks like GODSENT are about to head to 13 if they could just close this out. Here comes the final execute from Team1. The last hurrah running into the B site. DreamHack has stopped it. Pesadillo has gone down, and GODSENT have got that 3-man advantage. Maluk has got to pull something ridiculous, something magical out of his ult right now, and he is all alone in the world, caught by Lato, who comes in for the 2K. 13-12, GODSENT in the lead. Money is good enough here for TeamOne to get a buyout. And it's going to be Mobs struggling a little bit, but should be okay to maybe just go into a weaker weapon. As for TeamOne, again, no timeouts really being used. That's something I think in North America that's been pretty underutilized, and something Extra Salt do better than most. I think they have a really good system around calling the timeouts, and we've seen what it can do. I think Extra Salt have shown, especially earlier, when a problem arises, they find that calling a timeout and patching up the problem before it gets any worse is generally the better call.
Yeah, we definitely haven't seen that enough, especially in this series, which has been quite streaky. GODSENT back to their passive stance, where they're holding a lot of utility early. Taco's ult hasn't been tested too often in this sort of scenario. He's able to get away safely. I don't think Taco's been AWPing a massive amount here on Inferno. See if he can have impact in this round. As TeamOne this time haven't lost a player early, and they've gained a good bit of ground. Pesadelo's sitting in that smoke on Arch right now. He may want to make a move.
Oh, but Demau has the angle here, Hawker. This should be a kill. He transitions his position. Still, Demau comes out on top. Taco, he's taking a shot there. Maluka peeked into library, must have spotted the shoulder and goes for the wallbang. Taco survives through the paper-thin walls. With 40 seconds left, that bomb is still pressuring towards A.
TeamOne out with nades again, though. They don't have enough utility for a good side take here. They're going to have to rely on kills, and Morgs might get them on B, but he's only found one. Where's the bomb going right now?
No, 20 seconds. It's a save. They have to save at this point.
Oh, they're coming back A. They're going to try it. Don't see how they get in here.
No, I just save at this point. You got no chance of winning this round. Bomb's gone down. Maluk's got the pick. As long as Lato just stays alive, they've got it. And Phelps is doing a good job at just delaying even further. That's the round done. XNest looking for the bomb plant. At least Lato just stays alive on the other side of the map. And yeah, TeamOne, at least they do save 2 weapons out of that in the end. But yeah, it's getting a little rough. And finally, a timeout coming through. They really need to talk about this, because things are getting rough out there for TeamOne. They're about to watch this semi-final fall from their hands.
I think they may have figured out a slower play could work, but they need to manage that utility to make sure they have nades left in the late round for that final play. It doesn't even need to be many nades. Just a couple of smokes, 2 smokes and 2 flashes could be enough with the pace, but 1 flash is not enough there. Phelps had a 2.46 impact rating on map 1. His team lost. We've all been there. But if they win the series...
We've all been there? We have?
Yeah, I
don't
was
know
there
that
when I was
true.
back in Silver.
Yeah. Well, I was, it wasn't a straight-up attack on you, Hawker, so...
Oh, I took it that way.
Yeah. Sorry about that, man.
It just personally... I was personally invested. It just hit me. Hit me in my weak spot.
You'll recover, man. You got this. Well, Maluk is going to peek in towards top mid. Taco's going to drop off his position back into short. Smoke out from XNS in towards long side. And it's a fake smoke because they're actually running up banana, and everybody is joining them in this banana attack. Right now, 2 players in defense on GODSENT. It's Dumau alongside Lato, looking to hold down this B-bomb site. Here comes the util, here comes the execute. TeamOne running it straight in towards this B site. Lato and Demau have demolished the attack. 3 kills for them. The gap in the CT smoke is utterly terrible out of TeamOne for the cross. And XNS is now in this 1 versus 3. He's got 2 already, but he needs to go and get the ace. He wants every single kill just to win this round, just to prevent map and series point to GODSENT.
Looking for this first fight. Taco isn't giving him the opportunity. Phelps tucked in the corner. Good shot from XNS. But there are still more players to find for this ace. 30 seconds remaining as he looks back to CT. Barton may give him the chance for the fight here.
XNS, he's taking damage. He's looking for the pick. Barton Just sort of holding his cover. He's waiting on that rotation for his teammate coming around. There's only 13 seconds left. There's not really a lot of time here for XNS to waste. He has to win by elimination, and Barton will bring him down 15-12. GODSENT on series point. They're heading to the grand final if they can win one more round. And the last tactical timeout coming through for TeamOne. They've got to call it here. They've got to figure out what is even possible in this kind of round. You don't have enough money for a buy. Oh, this is a rough one to be in for TeamOne.
They just haven't found a way in against GODSENT's CT side. Barton has been brilliant here on Inferno. The entire team on the GODSENT side have been able to deny every play.
Headhunter. Before this map, XNS had hit more headshots than Dumal had kills at the event. That's pretty wild. XNS has looked so good in this competition. But the main storyline, I think, coming out of Dust 2 was who is going to step up with Phelps. And, well, Phelps had a pretty quiet game here on Inferno. It's been Lato and Barton who really stepped up and had the biggest performances. Barton in particular, 27-14, as you just mentioned. The only player doing better than him with the kills is Molds on your screen right now. It's not been enough so far to get his team into a solid enough position. After this timeout, they've got to get it done here, Hawker. Oh, that shot landed?
Not cleanly, though. The wall takes some of the damage for Maluk. Barton peeking into mid, but no one there to give him that fight. TeamOne will be okay with this start to the round. They've heard a lot of the utility used by GODSENT early, but they need to be efficient with their own utility. They don't have the perfect buy. They don't have ideal nades on the TeamOne side. They've got to manage their nades wisely. Smoke used into long. Allow them to take the top mid control. Flash at the ready, but Taco hits the shot straight through.
Taco is looking to try and close this. He wants to head to the grand final. He wants to play against Extra Salt again. 45 seconds. TeamOne looking for the final play into the A site. Is it going to be enough? 3 players in the site right now for the CT side. Phelps in with one, Taco with the other, bomb down, and it's all on Maluk. And I think this is a little too far for Maluk to pull off. GODSENT with the iron hold. And Maluk starts to slip through the smoke, but just moments away are GODSENT from that grand final. Taco has been spotted, bombs down in the open. Maluk has got to pick that up, and in the corner with Barton, of course, the man Barton to close it. It's a grand final spot here for GODSENT. It's a long series that the Domestic matchup does